guys, this is BoomTitanium and...
This is EscalanteXD.
Alright guys, so we're really excited about this new Fallout 4 trailer that just came out, and so what we're going to do is we're going to kind of go through the trailer, pause at certain moments, and talk about what's going on the screen, and really give our perspective on it, and then see what you guys have to say. Go ahead and start the comments in the comment section below, because we are really excited about this game when it comes out. The first thing that I noticed about this is this really familiar scene right here. I mean, it's totally... in every Fallout game, you got the little redhead Indian right here. Please stand by. You know something is getting ready to happen, and I mean, what does this remind you of? Like, seriously,
It reminds me of Fallout 3.
Yeah, Fallout 3 definitely. I mean, you start off the game in a TV in Fallout 3, like you were telling me before, how you make your character and everything like that.
And a TV screen with, you know.
Yeah. So definitely cool. Definitely a Fallout universe. Little nod there. And as we start to pan out, the other thing that I noticed is the Radiation King brand, which is a very familiar brand, and this is starting to look like a really cool game. Now I'm going to pause it here. I want you guys to notice something. A lot of people have been complaining about the graphics, but I don't know about you, Escalante, but I see a lot of good graphics in this game.
Definitely a lot of detail. If you see to the right, the window, there's vines and everything growing all over it.
Oh yeah, excellent graphics, man. The lighting, you can see the little floaters right here in this area. Solid. Look at the detail in the lighting. That shows you what kind of graphics that you're going to be able to expect to see from this next gen game. And by the way, guys, if you didn't know, it is going to be available for PS4, Xbox One, and the PC, which is where I'm going to be playing it. So let's go ahead and move along and take a look here. I do notice the little car in the background. It's like a 1950s, 1960 station wagon type of car. Now, I really like the way they did that. I'm really interested in seeing whether or not this is going to be part of the gameplay, the flashbacks. I remember in Fallout 3 when you would walk through certain areas, you would see like a flashback into the past, how things once were, especially like, I don't remember, what vault was that? Vault 92 or...
Vault something.
I think it was where you get the Fox character, remember, for the big super mutant character, and you're walking through the halls.
Wasn't that like 116 or something like that?
Was it 116? I don't remember what it was.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while since we played Fallout 3. Definitely about time they came with Fallout 4. But yeah, one of those vaults, you go in there to get that one super mutant companion. You go through the flashback, so I'm wondering if that has to do with what they're doing here. And you can see it's definitely, and there's a dog. There's a dog, so kind of shouting a nod to possibly the new companion that you're going to have in this game. And
definitely looking forward to that. The dog is pretty useful on many occasions.
Yeah.
Especially when you're getting tagged by several mutants at once.
Yeah.
The dog is always a good decoy.
Yeah, definitely. And they had to make him a German Shepherd, too. An all-American dog, even though it's a German Shepherd. But still, I mean, definitely getting a nod to the German Shepherd. He's got this crazy look on his face. And I did just notice the Mr. Handy robot. So it looks like they're going to be bringing him back, too, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Best not to get violent with one of those, buddy.
Yeah, and right here, it goes back into the flashback. You see the 1950s style refrigerator and an oven and everything like that, and the chair set up. And it looks like Mr. Handy is serving breakfast, some sugar bombs right there. Not to Fallout 3 brand sugar bombs. So we'll go ahead and go through there. And unfortunately, that looks like that was the last meal that family got to have.
Definitely.
Yeah. And
not much changed since then, except, you know, old age.
He was a pretty brand new Mr. Handy robot, too. As you can see, the box is right here. The Mr. Handy box. So they must have just got him. I mean, what a purchase to make right before the end of the world, right?
Well, I wouldn't call it the end of the world if you're still walking in it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. There's still a dog here anyway. So as we progress into here, it looks like it's going into the child's bedroom, definitely. Again, look at the lighting, look at the detail. Now, this looks like to me that this is going to be pretty close to gameplay. It's not just like a video sequence or whatever. I think that this is going to be the graphics that we expect from Fallout 4. What do you think?
Well, it might be possible. I mean, if you look at other games, this is pretty much similar to Uncharted graphics at this point. And Uncharted has phenomenal graphics.
Yeah, I really like the graphics. Check out the nod to the Nuka-Cola. Got a little Nuka-Cola truck right there. And there's a baby there. I wonder if this is going to be like a flashback to where your current vault dweller came from.
Oh, that might be a possibility.
It could be. So we're going to zoom in, and there's the dog. There goes the little rockets. Recognize those rockets from New Vegas. And the dog kind of runs out, and we're wondering where he's running to. I wonder if he's being called. Check out this view right here. This is an awesome post-apocalyptic view right here. This is the town where they used to live at, and look at the lighting. Look at the scale. They've done a really good job at scaling this world out, and definitely the lighting, the graphics. I don't really know what people are talking about.
Oh, yeah. Definitely see some glare, and the artistry is perfect. The shading is perfect. Everything that you would expect in a realistic world like this.
Yeah, definitely. So let's move forward. And again, the flashback. Take a look at the vertibird. Man, that is cool. So that's a nod to Fallout 3 with the vertibird. And I like the cars, man. I mean, check out these cars. I wish they had cars like that in real life.
It's a hint of futuristic along with old classics. I mean, if you look over to where to the right where the red car is, you see the lights. They actually look like you got rockets sticking out of them.
Yeah. I mean, this is definitely a cool looking game, and this is one of the reasons why I really fell in love with Fallout 3 in the first place. I mean, this new age kind of 1950s mesh getting together, I really enjoyed that. Now look at, again, the scale of everything as the dog runs across the bridge going up into this area, and I keep pausing it right as they do the flashback. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed that, but we again saw the action boy. So that maybe Vats is going to play an important part in this. Now, right here, we're looking at the vault opening up just like a regular vault. It looks like there's some kind of elevator that goes up and lifts you out of the vault. Here we're taking a look at some of the monuments. This tells us where this is located. I don't know about you, but this looks like one of the monuments that's located in Boston. I can't remember that off the top of my head, but as you go through here, there's a lot of nods to this being placed in Boston. I mean, that was a terrible Boston accent, but hey, I could at least try it from New York.
Well, you can always try it. Park the car and have it yard.
I mean, definitely. Well, take a look at this. This is that, I can't remember the name of this boat either, but this looks like this might give a nod to like a New Rivet City or some kind of flying ship. They got like rockets right here attached to this historic looking boat. There is a name for this. I think it's like the Independence or something like this. This is actually a ship that you can go in today. It's like a museum, so it's in the game. You can tell that this is from Boston, and I don't know, it looks like they're trying to convert it into some kind of airship or something like that.
It might be a possibility, as there's no water underneath it to,
yeah, there's no water, definitely no water underneath it.
And as you can see, there's structure underneath it, so obviously it was a flying plane, and it might have crashed. It might
have turned it into some kind of airship. So yeah, definitely. Now we take a look at this here. Now I'm looking at the mysterious stranger right here. So maybe he's going to be a part of this too. I'm not really sure. Definitely excited to see him.
We could be the stranger ourselves as we play.
You never know. So let's move along here, and definitely got Brahmin confirmed in this game. Got some Brahmin confirmed. Got the buses, the structures. It looks like there's some Brotherhood of Steel going on right here. Definitely look at the graphics. I mean, look at the detail and lighting in the grass right here. Awesome, man.
And if you notice on the upper right, there was a trap.
There was a trap. Maybe, there's one thing that I kind of thought that they missed the mark on in Fallout 3 was the traps. They really didn't deal that much damage. I thought that traps should be a little bit more effective against the player, I guess.
Well, considering that as a player you eventually grow to be able to explode people randomly with punches, you can't expect too much realistic game play in Fallout.
Yeah. Well, I just felt like playing Fallout 3 that some of the dungeons should have been a little bit more challenging. Especially like the Raider dungeons, there should have been a lot more traps. But anyway, that's just my personal preference.
I think there should have been some puzzles as well.
Yeah, some puzzles would have been good. I mean, there was a fair share of that stuff, but maybe they'll be incorporating that. Now, check out this view right here. We got the Protectron. Is that what that is? A Protectron or something like that? Looks like a Protectron from Fallout 3 and basically all the Fallouts right there.
I was definitely shot up by several of those.
Yeah, they're a little bit annoying. They get weak end game, but maybe they'll beef them up. And one thing I'm noticing is you're looking at the skyline here. It doesn't look like there was much damage done to this city here.
It might be new structure. It could be a possibility.
I don't know, man. I mean, it could be. It could be. That'd be surprising
it looks like
to see.
it's in construction right now. If you look in the center, there's actually beams sticking out of it. So it
Yeah.
might be a new city.
Yeah, it might be working on reclaiming the city and everything else like that.
The previous scene where the stranger's walking through, that city actually looked pretty new. So
Pretty
you might
new,
see
yeah.
some new structures that were built post-apocalyptic. And I'll be definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, and I'm looking right here, and it looks like there's some kind of a crane that looks like it's in decent running condition. I mean, heck, there's cranes out on the road right now that don't look as good as that one. So let's go ahead and move through. Now, look at this beastly monster right here. I mean, this is really showing off some of the graphics of this game, and also it gives a good mix. They're showing us a lot of really nice looking stuff that looks like it may be new construction, like you were saying, but then this really gives you the feel of the wasteland kind of feeling that they give you in Fallout 3.
The wasteland had a lot of mutated creatures.
Oh yeah, and this, I don't even know what this is. This
looks like a reaver, maybe, possibly.
It looks like a reaver mixed with a death claw. I mean, it looks like everything.
It looks like Diablo.
Yeah, it looks like Diablo. Like they did something with Blizzard to bring Diablo.
Give it breasts, and you got Diablo 3 right there.
Exactly. That thing is menacing. Another vertebrate. Now, right here, I wanted to...
The zombies.
Man, this looks good, man. I mean, I'm looking at just the detail in this particular
But look
scene
at
right
the
here.
movement. If you unpause it, you can actually see them move fluidly, and I was looking forward to doing that because I do not like blocky actions from non-playable characters.
Yeah, and as you see when they progress through this scene right here, you'll be able to notice, I mean, the zombies right here, I mean, look at their faces, they got glowing eyes and everything like that. But not just that, but they fully react with their environment. I mean, you can see the ferocity, I don't even know how to say ferocity of these zombies. I mean, he's bowling right through this box, flipping into the air. Carts are flying everywhere. I mean, if this
They're hungry.
Yeah, they're hungry. And if this is what we can expect to see from real gameplay on Fallout 4, this is going to be a really exciting game. Oh, yeah. All right, now I'm taking a look at this. This is Fenway Park. For those of you that don't know, this is Fenway Park. You got the little baseball statue right here. It kind of looks like Three Dog standing right there. I'm not really sure.
I don't think that's Three Dog.
Hey, you never know. But I want you guys to take a look at this. I was watching another video, and they kind of gave me a hint here with this diamond. Now, I want you to pay attention to that right there as we progress into the next scene. Now, this looks like this is the inside of Fenway Park. If you notice, this is a baseball stadium. Look at the lights here in the corner. I mean, Fenway Park, if you've ever been in there, is huge. I mean, it's giant. So this looks like it might be a redo or a recap of Megaton. If you remember Megaton from...
Maybe we'll even have an opportunity to play a baseball minigame.
Hey, maybe, you never know. I mean, they got a lot of nods to baseball, and that's what tells me that this is the inside of Fenway Park. You got a baseball player standing right here. You got, like, Swatter's Custom Ball Store. Another thing that I noticed is that, like you were saying, there's a lot of new construction. I mean, some of this stuff looks like established stores in here. I mean, look at this. You got... neon lights over here, so the time frame when this takes place, it looks like it would be a lot further down the road than Fallout 3 maybe, because Fallout 3 was what, a couple hundred years?
Yeah.
So maybe this is a couple hundred years past that, because they've really done a good job at putting these stores together.
But the question is, how long have people been in the vaults? And it rises a really big question is, does that mean that there's something with the vaults that is a timer that they only open during certain times, or?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, one thing is for sure though, I did notice the little helmet bot right here, or whatever that thing is that normally talks about the the Confederacy or whatever they call it. It's been a long time, but I mean,
definitely got the Hitler feel from it.
Yeah, definitely got that.
Brotherhood.
But definitely taking a look at it here, some established stores. This looks like it's going to be the new Megaton, and they still got enlistment posters. So the time frame is kind of dodgy here. It kind of makes me wonder whether or not this city got hit as hard as some of the other cities. I mean, it is Boston. I mean, what is there in Boston?
You're not really getting much change from Boston. A lot of things are dilapidated in certain areas.
Now, this is where I saw right here. They kind of give away the name of the city right here. You see that?
Diamond City surplus. So
Diamond City. So they're already giving away the name of what this city inside Fenway is going to be called. It's going to be called Diamond City, definitely, for sure.
So that's what that symbol meant, actually.
Yeah, that's what that symbol was. And that's why I said I was watching another video where they pointed that out, and I thought I pointed out in my video that they already have given the name of this city that's going to be within Fenway Park. And I mean, like I said, these are really established stores. I can't see somebody building that whole structure without having some kind of power equipment working and different things. And they definitely have lots of running electricity power, all these neon lights and light bulbs and everything else.
They're
like
definitely
that.
well established.
Yes.
It's been a while.
They are well established. So the time frame is going to be interesting to see. You can see some spotlights right here and everything. So they have a lot of electricity going on. All right. So as it pans out, now this scene was kind of confusing to me because there's an airship.
That is an airship.
Okay, so the question to me is, whose airship is that?
Well, it looks like Cloud from Final Fantasy's airship out there.
It does.
If you haven't noticed, that's Highwind right there.
Yeah, looks like they're doing a little bit more,
But
cross
on a
name
serious note,
referencing.
On a serious note, that's definitely the Brotherhood of Steel, if I'm correct, because they did have some sort of ship on the expansion pack on one of them. Did they not?
I'm not really sure about that. I don't remember. It's been a while since we played Fallout 3, even though we played the heck out of it. I don't remember an airship. The only airships that I remember were the vertibirds. However, there was a nod to the Western affiliates of the Brotherhood of Steel having a lot better technology.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe this is going to incorporate the Western Brotherhood of Steel. And then one thing I noticed is that this statue right here, and just looking at all these buildings, I mean, Boston seems like it's in really, really good shape. So I don't think they got hit as hard in the city by the bombs as, like, say, Washington, D.C. was.
It's in the northern area, so if anything, the nuclear blast might have been in the center. Obviously, there shouldn't be any Florida left after that.
Well, let's see. We're going to go ahead and go fast forward. And I love the lightning and the lighting and everything. Now, take a look at this right here. Red Rocket R&R. This looks like it's going to have... it's going to be one of the mega corporations in this game that you're going to see a lot of. So it's like a new brand that I don't really recognize that. I think was that in New Vegas? I'm not sure. I didn't play New Vegas that long.
It might be
really
a weapon company as well. I mean,
could be, but it looks right there, Diesel Fusion. So we're gonna, and they do show up later on. Now, right there, I don't know if you noticed, but GNN, like Galaxy News Network, kind of like Galaxy News Radio. So maybe Three Dog is back in action. I'm not sure. Although you did get a chance to kill him off in Fallout 3. Now, right here, whoa, that was bad. Look at that explosion. I mean, this is cool. Now, that kind of killed it for me because I just saw the baby right there. So, I don't know if that's the same baby from the beginning sequence there.
I don't know. I don't even think that's the same mother, to be honest with you.
Maybe
Was she
not.
wearing a dress? I mean, you could rewind it.
Maybe not. I'm not sure.
Because the other one was wearing pants, if you remember.
Oh, that's true. Now, again, another nod to Nuka-Cola. Now, check this out. They got the bobbleheads back in here.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Definitely got the bobbleheads.
You can't have Fallout without a bobblehead.
Yeah. So they definitely got the bobbleheads. And one thing that kind of caught my eye about this scene, you got a rack of magazines. You got all kinds of cool stuff in here. You got the Nuka-Cola posters. But as you look at this power armor suit right here, and you look at the components on the ground, and you look at the components on the wall, do you think that they might introduce some kind of new build-your-own power suit?
Oh, that would be amazing. I
mean,
because it's not a power suit that I've ever seen before, but they might have more customization because one of the greater parts was being able to create your own weapons. So if you're able to create your own armor, that just gave it, an extra thumbs up for me on this game.
Yeah, and that's what I'm looking at right here. This kind of, as they pan up this power armor suit, it looks like there's some customizations going on right here. And just the way that it's hung up on this rack right here, I think that you're going to be able to create your own armor, or at least be able to upgrade it. And I think that they're going to be able to add some kind of attachment system, because you look back here, I mean, that's a laser rifle. There's like a little plasma rifle gun parts, different gun parts and things like that. So I'm thinking they're kind of nodding to the fact that you might be able to upgrade your power armor.
Oh, that would be amazing.
And add attachments,
Because I always thought that they should have more on creation, because you find a lot of things everywhere.
Yeah.
And considering that most of the places in Boston are completely pristine, you might find a lot more than you could, like, back in...
Fallout 3. Yeah, exactly. So right here, we're looking at a gas station. Looks like some kind of a gas station that this guy right here... Now, this looks like to be the new character. And as you're going through, you see the dog. So, look, a new Pit Boy. Got a new Pit Boy, so the Pit Boy is confirmed. And there's your Vault 111 Wanderer. So, that was the end of the Fallout trailer. There's a lot to be excited about. I really, really want to play this game. I think I'm spot on the armor. I think you're going to be able to create your own armor. What do you think?
I hope so. I mean, I've been disappointed before, and it might be another Vegas drop-off. And that's something that we'll have to deal with at a later time, but I'm definitely looking forward to what they have to
Hey, a lot of
offer
people like New Vegas. A lot of people did. I didn't. Personally, I didn't like New Vegas.
It's basically the same game, and it probably would have been better if it was just left as an expansion rather than a whole new game in itself.
Yeah, definitely.
I would love to have taken my old character and...
Yeah, taking on New Vegas that way.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the end, guys. Definitely excited about this game. I want you guys to go ahead and hit a like on this video. I challenge you. I need at least 10 likes on this video, and we will be releasing live game footage of Fallout 4 as soon as we are able to get our hands on it. We're not going to pre-order it, but I'll definitely be doing a day one download and streaming it live on any way that I can. So I'm really excited about it, and I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and as always, you have an awesome day.